What we'll do first, just say and spell your name, and
Okay.
just kind of what title would you like to go by?
Sure. I'm Jamie Kowalski, Jamie Kowalski, and I am the Vice President of Corporate Relations for the RK Group and Rosemary's sidekick.
Just tell us, just how are you feeling overall, your family?
Well, really, we were so blessed to have her in our life for such a long time, and she lived 50 lifetimes in her one lifetime. So we're obviously very sad and missing her immensely, but we know the impact that she made on this world, and it just really is a beautiful thing.
Just tell us a little bit about her. Just kind of what kind of businesswoman was she, and just generally speaking, what kind of person was she?
You know, I hear all the time, we've been overwhelmed really with support and love from everyone, and it's really been great, but you hear words like icon, legend, and phenomenal, and these great ways of describing her. And she was fun, loving, and she loved to learn. So even up until the end, she was like trying to discover more about the world and people that she met, and she was just a good friend.
How did she start in the food business?
Oh, well, she kind of fell into it. Her and her husband, Hank, opened a small little barbecue restaurant after World War II. He was a pilot. He came home and wanted to do something a little bit different. So they decided to open a mom and pop barbecue restaurant. And she famously joked that she didn't even know how to boil water. But she was a relationship builder, and she knew how to treat customers to make their experience so important. So then she was offered an opportunity to get into catering. She had no idea what catering was, but she said, absolutely, yes, I can do it, and we'll figure it out when we get there.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
So just very smart.
Yeah, it was super smart. Oh my gosh, like just her savvy and ability to read people and the situations. She would pick it up and just thrive with it. And that's why everyone just loved her, because I remember a story of, there was this huge party and they were putting something together, and one of them said, I forgot, it's so-and-so's birthday. She's like, oh, don't worry about it. She had the cake, the plates, the everything together, and signed in her name, and she's like, I don't know how she did it. She just showed up with this cake that I totally forgot about. And it's the details that she really cared about, and going beyond what the expectations were.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Just tell us, I guess, about her impact just to the city's convention and the visitors.
The convention center. Okay, so one of my again beautiful part. She got the convention center contract really on a handshake deal. Like, hey, we know you can do this. Can you help us with this? Absolutely. And because of the relationships that she's built and the quality of service that we have provided, we've maintained that convention center contract for the past 50 years. And if it wasn't for her and her son Greg, who have really carried this company and continue to grow it, but it wouldn't be what it is today. But she's even moving into this year, she still made sure that she maintained those connections and helped everyone around her. Her philanthropy is something that is so far-reaching, and it started from nothing. She was like, they had the barbecue restaurant, she said, I had extra vegetables, I would donate it to the church. I didn't know I was being philanthropic. and she just showed up and was there for people and really made a difference.
And I'll just say this on my own. Just kind of walked out here today, just looking at the property itself. I guess it's kind of like blossoming. Or
well, I say that she built this foundation of this company, and she will always give credit to her son and the team that has been built to bring here. So this is Rosemary's Lifetime Achievement Award. right? And this building, it's beautiful and it's gorgeous, but it's the people that are in here that have done the hard work, that have gone above and beyond and lived their careers and lives just like she did. It really is a testament to her and the family and the people that work here.
That's great. What would you say would be the biggest accomplishment in her life?
Oh, well, I've asked her several times, and you know, she's served kings and queens and done all sorts of really amazing things, but in 1989, she talks about the time that she got to serve the Pope. And as a devout Catholic, that was the best thing. She always, you know, he's a saint now. And it's like, yes, ma'am. But she's also a saint. But no, she got to be the personal chef or the personal server to him. So one of my favorite stories with that part of it is they sat and they planned, I think it was like 7 dinners and the different things, and they wanted to make sure that they had everything perfect, and they wanted it to be a big American breakfast. And so she had everything she could, and when he was there, just as humble as he can be, you know, all I really want is an apple. And she was sequestered within the area where they're at, so she had to find an apple. She said, I stole one or borrowed one from a priest, polished it up, and was able to serve him the apple. And so RK Cares, which is the division that I helped her run with, the logo is the apple and the hand with the halo over it. So, yeah.
I'm sure that's pretty humbling for her as well.
Oh, yeah. Oh, very much so. She just loved it.
That is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I guess just what brought her joy in life? Like what was her secret to living?
To living, oh gosh, she was just a joyful person. She loved young people. So if she saw anyone, whether it was children or someone in their 20s, she's like, I just want to get to know you, learn more about you. Being around people, it didn't matter, like I want to say it's just young people, but just being around anyone made her happy and brought her joy, and learned about them and their lives and what they did in the world. It really gave her energy. So when some people go into a room of 1,000 people and they're like scared, she's like, let's do this. And she just exuded joy, and that was just her personality. I forgot the second part of the question, sorry.
It's all good. That's a good answer. Yeah, it's how many of y'all kids and...
I'm sorry?
Don't look at me.
Oh, okay, sorry.
It's okay. It'll still come out.
I'll shift my eyes.
You're good. Just how many of y'all kids and grandchildren does she have?
So she has 2 children, Mary and John, Mary John, sorry, let me start that over.
Okay.
So she has a son and a daughter, Mary and Greg, and Mary's married to John. Greg is married to Becky. I am her grandson Travis's wife, and then she has a granddaughter named Jenny, and she's married to Todd. And then I have 2 of her great-grandchildren, Colton and Tessa, and then Jenny has 2 of her grandchildren, Wyatt and Hadley. So it's a small knit family, but we're growing. And she was so proud of them. It was so cute.
It pretty much wraps it.
Oh, good.
Is there anything else that you'd like to add about her, or feel like something else
People
love
want to
hear
know. You know, she was everyone's best friend. And she really meant it. Like, you could just walk into a room and they would know her, and she would know them, and she would treat them like she had known them their whole lives. And she was truly just a remarkable person.